the Slovakian side who was put to bed at the Stadium Bad Blamau in the early kickoff today. Some more football awaits you. Thanks for joining wherever you are around the world. Nice sunny evening in Graz in Austria, not far from the Merkur. Now it's up to the other half of Christian Ilz's squad to impress as Serbian Superliga side FKTSC from Bačka Topola arrive here at the Messendorf. Let's hope for some more free-flowing football on this lovely Saturday evening. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff. Sun is out, so I don't think fatigue will play a factor here as the match wears on. We're looking for an ambitious SKSturm 11 that at least want to match what their teammates did against Spartak Trnava earlier. That match ended in a 4-0 win against the side that finished third in the Fortuna Liga. 4 goals, I'll explain those to you. The 1-0 was from Sakaria, across from Dante after 8 minutes. Ketiashvili for 2-0 with a turn and finish into the bottom right corner. Stunning goal, almost as if no one could hang on or mark up around him. The Georgian showing off his skill, and then he set up the goal for 3-0, providing for Dante. And Gazibegovic put away the cross at the right post. And then it was Gazibegovic who turned provider for 4-0. He found Teixeira at the back post. And that's how the match finished off. Plenty of opportunities for SKSturm. I'll take you through the starting 11s as the teams just a little bit delayed coming out here. The visitors, FKTSC. They're from Bačka Topola, which is a town in the north of Serbia. They finished second in the Serbian Superliga, so don't expect them to be inexperienced. They have a heavy-duty backline, the likes of Josip Kalosic there and Dusan Svetinovic, 34-year-old that's played for Lons in Ligue 1 and Vaduz, and plenty of football in the Japanese league. Nemanja Stojic there at the back. There's a 3-5-2 for Zako Lazatic's side. He's the coach of FKTSC. Finished second, as I said. They played 37, won 22, drew 9 and lost 6. Here come the match officials with the lineups now. Players making their way out into the middle. And today, SKSturm playing in the away strip, the white strip. FKTSC making their way over here. More entertainment for you here. Another live match, pre-season friendly for you. After their teammates defeated Spartak Trnava earlier this afternoon, it's now up to the likes of Jon Goran Stankovic in this particular starting 11. See if they can get a win, which is not all important in these pre-season friendlies, so we can't be too judgmental in that regard, but some clever football shown throughout the pre-season so far from SKSturm. Skipper's out there with the coin toss. Goran Stankovic in the number 4. Petrovic in the number 30. He's the captain of Bačka Topola. Should have a good game. Messendorf Training Center here. Cozy Saturday evening for fans of Die Schwarzen. See if they can lay siege to this TSC backline as they have shown us so far in the preseason against Enes Mura. A 3-0 win there. Here is the starting lineup. Luka Maric in goal. And we've got Affengruber, Vutric, Stukler, Schnegg. Goran Stankovic is the captain. Demaku, Bovin, Horvat and Jancho with Emega up forwards. TSC Bačka Topola, the Serbs. The 3-5-2 under this coach, which is Žako Lazatic. Veljko Ilic in goal. He's only 19. Just played the one full season. Svikanovic, Kalosic and Stojic, the 3 defenders. Kovaljic in the midfield with Đakovac. Petrovic, Milosavljevic and Zvetkovic. Pantovic and Jovanovic up forwards for TSC, who will get us underway, just awaiting the referee's whistle. And here we go. Going from the left to the right, the long ball immediately down the pitch. And a good header won there. It's two central defenders. Well, free kick given away early on, but a good header initially. Affengruber and Wuthrich. We'll see how they go. They are the established centre-half pairing for SKSturm, taken short, and it'll be given back for TSC to have some early possession. So far, it's Sturm just with the one defensive duty, the header and the free kick given away. This is some good pressing, some good ambition. And now it's Ilic. Have to go wide. That's a poor ball, and here comes a chance. A jinking run. Doesn't come to much. Both sides looking to feel each other out. That's a wonderful turn. And another free kick given away. This time, it's against David Schnegg, former Venezia and Crotone player. Spent some time in Italy, as we all know. Did impress there. Saw him play a few times for Venezia. The long ball down the left channel might come to nothing. Now comes Luka Malic. Long clearance. The ball's there to be won, but it's hooked forwards. Another header. And that'll settle out of play in just the second minute. 0-0 at the Messendorf. SKSturm and TSC. Both sides into the third round of the UEFA Champions League for 2023-24. We'll go through that as the game wears on. This is a decent break, and now they can spread play down for Omega. Beats the first defender. Might be an early chance here. And was comfortable for the goalkeeper, Veljko Ilic. And Omega really had to work one side of the goalkeeper or the other. Might have had our opening goal in the first 120 seconds. Poor defending in the end. And easily away. It was Dusan Zvetinovic, the 34-year-old veteran at the back there for TSC. A former Lons player. Now the throw comes on the far side. Play it down, and referee might have to sort this one out. A little bit of argy-bargy early on. That's Nemanja Stojic there that got up off the ground. Now TSC out through the right side, and it'll be brought back in centrally. It's Zvetkovic, not to be confused with Zvetinovic. A couple of players sounding alike. That's a decent long ball, but just over the heads. Up forward, Milos Pantovic, new signing. Former FK Vozdovac attacker, just 20 years old. He's come to TSC in the last week or so. 7 goals and 2 assists in 31 games in the Serbian Superliga last season. Zako Lazatic, the opposite number to Christian Ilze. 4th minute of play, and so far, just the one opportunity that was falling to Emmanuel Omega, the Dutchman. Now a looping ball, might be an offside call here. A belated one. Good chance for SKSturm here to just settle things down and see if they can build some progression from the back. They take it short. Maric from Gruber and out to the right now. Samuel Stuckler there. Had a decent game against Mura. Got some good minutes in the second half. A lovely ball played out. And now to be Burving to team up with Schnegg, who couldn't get the return pass, but Sturm have the throw. Taken by Schnegg. Corner conceded. Good play. And Omega lurking just behind the last defender, who had no choice to go back and behind. First corner of the game. 5 minutes in. Well, there's 2 or 3 white shirts to aim for here. Horvat to take. Not bad, the volley comes. Still there to be won back by Sturm. Good cross. Decent header again defensively. And out the other side for a throw. In that game against Mura, Schnegg actually got the opening goal in that one. Found space on the left side of the box. Pass in from Goran Stankovic was a beauty. Looped in over the defence, about 6 yards out. Schnegg steered it past the keeper for 1-0 on 12 minutes. Let's see if we can get an early end goal here for the fans that are tuning in on SKSturm.TV. TSC with some defensive duties once again. Calmly done. No one there though. Utrish and Affengruber at the back, and ensure TSC won't have a quick counter. Good distribution. A good turn there. Svetinovic and Kalasic with Ilic now, and they'll try this again out through this side. Last time it didn't work. A whistle went. Not sure if that's from the referee or from someone in the crowd, but David Schnegg there looking to impress and impose himself in that starting position at left defender. Of course, Amadou Dante having a decent game against Spartak Trnava today. That's another corner given away. Into the 7th minute we go, 0-0 at the Messendorf. Again, it'll be Tommy Horvat, who played against his ex-side last weekend. Mura did score as well as a bonus. And he'll take this, whip it in on the left. Into the middle it comes. And again, it's repelled by Bačka Topola. Go all the way back to give Luka Maric a touch. Two teenagers out there contesting today's game. Well, Maric just turning 20. Now some vertical play. The Serbian side looking to spread play, and they've done it well. It's out for Petrovic, the captain. Playing on the right side of a midfield, back for Svetinovic, now Kalasic. We'll see them if they rotate along that back line. Stojic is back there as well, but this is cleaned up well. Long ball is hopeful. Second goal against Mura last week was Alexander Pras in the 59th minute. Struck brilliantly into the roof of the net on the left foot. And that all started on the right through Horvat's run and give. Did well to team up with Stukler there. We'll see if Horvat comes deep. So far, a couple of set pieces from the Slovenian. Now Svetinovic down. Might be kept in here. That's good work. Decent defending, but it might sit there for the shot. No venom on it. Had the sting taken out of it in any case. And now TSC is being corralled and shepherded nicely. The good work from the Dane, William Burving. In there, the 20-year-old Danish under-21 international, 17 games and a goal in the Bundesliga last season. 2 goals before leaving to come to Austria when he was playing back for FC Copenhagen. And actually helped them win the Danish Superliga in that season, 2021-22. Long clearance. Both sides playing a little bit of zonal football. Breakdown of communication there. It's there to be won again. That'll be taken away. Down the right side and loose pass. That'll be a TSC throw. You can't forget Tommy Horvat's goal against Mura. 86th minute finish. Really nicely taken goal. And as Mura finished 5th in the Slovenian First Division. So they're no slouches. Head coach Christian Ilse said that the friendly match absolutely served its purpose. In the first half, they brought a good level of intensity. We'll see if they can match it now. TSC looking to get forward. And again, it'll be a good effort there as the corner flag goes down. TSC will have a throw. Schnegg getting back in desperation. Stop Sasha Jovanovic, who was actually a Serbian Superliga player of last season. 2 or 3 of these TSC players were in the Serbian Superliga team of the season. So plenty of quality on show, only outdone by Red Star Belgrade. They are through to the 3rd round of the UEFA Champions League qualifying, as are SKSturm. Now out to the left we come again. Far side on your screens, and TSC working tight spaces. 10 minutes gone, and it's a little bit of an arm wrestle. No clean efforts on goal for the visitors, and it was Emmanuel Emega with the early opportunity in just the second minute of play, but couldn't find one side of the keeper or the other. Really lacked a bit of power behind the shot, went for accuracy instead, and found the awaiting arms of the young goalkeeper from TSC, Veljko Ilic, who's on the ball now. And again, they go short. They love working this touchline. First effort in from Svetinovic was collected nicely. Now Jovanovic can chip it forward. Here's a big chance. TSC still there to be cleaned away. In the end, SKSturm can deal with it to the applause of those in attendance. An incisive ball straight through the middle. Vintage football from the 90s. For those that know, they know. That's something that Wuthrich and Affengruber will have to keep an eye on as the game goes on. Bačka Topola looking to split the defense, showing that they've got numerous capabilities. Technically gifted side. Now decent turn, but almost getting in each other's way. Jakovac and Milosavljevic. Again, back to the keeper. Good early pressure. This is good for also for SKSturm, because they need to go through the motions and get into more intense situations as the preseason goes on. This was that chance. Decent save. Made himself big. Was Luka Maric. 22 games for him in the Zweitliga last season. Never debuted in the Austrian Bundesliga. But, looking to make his mark as maybe the second or third keeper. We've seen more additions to the club come in the past few days. And now it's Sturm. Can't get it going. It's given away. And now it'll come out through Sasha Jovanovic. Gets past first. Tries a hopeful ball. It's sat there. Pantovic now has it taken away. Now there needs to be a run down the channel, you'd think. This is well done by Horvath. Now spread out to the right side. Loose player is Schnegg, and it will come to him again. This is how he scored against Mura, but a lot closer into the 6-yard box. Now a little run and give. Here they come again. Again blocked, and again a corner kick, this time from the other side of the pitch. Another good opportunity for Tommy Horvath to show us his set-piece skills. It's 5 in there to aim for. Decent delivery and nicely claimed by Ilic. Played 35 times in his first season in the Serbian Superliga. A new signing coming in out forward, wearing the number 27 is Milos Pantovic. Need to try an ambitious ball, and that's cut off. Might be a long-range effort here. And again, it's Ilic who bats that away. Does well to push it out for a throw instead of another corner. Just coming in towards the end of the first quarter of an hour. The effort from long range. Nice bounce just in front. Berving, Horvath in there, causing all manner of problems. Just centrally in that narrow corridor for TSCs where they're struggling at this stage. Throw comes with scrappy defending. And once again, Veljko Ilic grabs a bouncing ball. SKSturm's depth on show today. Squad divided into two. Now Omega trying to apply some pressure and to pick their way out. They've given that away in a dangerous area. And another corner conceded, the fourth in the first 16 minutes. See if they can finally put one of these set pieces into the back of the net. So far, Tommy Horvath delivering some gorgeous crosses in. Looks like he might have a short option over there as they pile back in, Schnegg included. This time they do go short. Be Horvath to get it back on the return pass, but it looks as though he's offside. Disappointing end. Zako Lazetic, the FKTSC coach, has been there since 2021. Ex-Meptelak and Teleoptic coach. 41 years of age. Well, it was a pass back to the goalkeeper. About 2 meters to the goalkeeper's right, and that could have ended horribly. So if you just joined us, I'll take you through the starting 11s once again, or you can scroll up and down the comments here on SKSturm.TV. Luka Maric in goal. Centre halves, Wutrich and Affengruber. Stickler and Schnegg make up the back line. Then the captain is John Goran Stankovic, Vesel Demaku, William Boving, Tommy Horvath with Emmanuel Emega, who had an early chance, and Jakub Janče up forwards. Here comes another throw. That's well away. That'll be a goal kick. That is David Affengruber, 22 years old now, Austrian under-21 international. 4 goals in 27 appearances last term, career best season. Arrived from Liefering and RB Salzburg on the way. 3-year deal with SKSturm. This Pantovic looks as though he exited the field of play. He's back on his feet. Still 0-0 at the Messendorf. It's calmly played back by Gregory Wutrich. Well done by Maric as well. Wutrich, incidentally, played some time in Australia, my neck of the woods. Played with Perth Glory. Now a long ball coming forwards, and that's well intercepted by Kalasic. Of course, SKSturm having an affiliation with some Australian players in the past. The likes of Bosnar and also Joe Spiteri. Can't forget Jams Jago. 73 games and a goal in midfield back in 2016 to 18. This is well done. Burving working the space with Emega. Quick passing, that's lovely to release the Danish midfielder. Square ball, half a chance here, might turn into a full chance. Not quite. Good defending. Burving goes a goal, and a whisker wide at the back post. Decent right-footed effort, real whip on this one. Had to get it through a crowd, and it might have aided him if it was on target, because the keeper would have seen that one late. TSC going short once again. This time Ilic again gives it away straight to a Sturm player, and that's taken a touch. 5th corner of the game coming for the home sides. They are applying some pressure as the game goes on. Not sure Tommy Horvath would have assumed he would have come into the first 20 minutes of this game with half a dozen corners or so to be able to practice some of his wizardry. See if the TSC defense can stand up to the task again. but done okay. Looping ball, chested down nicely by Goran Stankovic. Here's Stukler. Needs a helping hand or go backwards. Has been quite a cluttered game in midfield. There's been not too much space between the lines. No chance of an overload. Oh, confusion reigns there. Horvat and Omega just getting in each other's road. Perhaps need to be a little more selfish and take the responsibility for themselves if the ball's coming their way. And now it's TSC again. Lovely pass through the middle. Good defending by Ruthrisch, and getting back to aid him was David Schneck. Header comes from Stojic. Now the battle continues there. Taken back by Svetinovic. Who is starting at right central defender today. Ilic with a bit of courage comes out of his area and launches that into the next training pitch. This is well worked. Calm on the ball, then given away at the vital moment. Here's Petkovic. They needed to let that run through, TSC. Jovanovic not reading the script. Lovely square ball. That'll open up play. A desperate piece of midfield defending there from Kubelic. Ball out of bounds. Kubelic, the number 21 there. TSC. So Affengruber looking for a tight space on that far touchline. Might have a little break here by the look of things. A chance to get a drink for ourselves. So far in the first half of the first half, it is 0-0 here with the Messendorf, and it's SKSturm who have looked okay on the back of another friendly earlier this afternoon. That ended 4-0 over Spartak Trnava. Of course, don't forget there's plenty of action coming in the following weeks. A couple more friendlies coming our way. Some of those include the likes of Partizan Belgrade, Galatasaray and Aris Limassol. And they will be live here on SKSturm.TV. Just to run you through those goals earlier this afternoon. It was Sakarya for 1-0. Katiashvili for 2-0. Gazibegovic for 3-0. And then Teixeira at the back post for 4-0. Drinks break is over. And a lovely little lazy stroll back out to the middle. Thinking caps back on for these players, though. They need to impress. They need to keep up their push for starting places as the season starts to warm up a little. And the likes of Burving, played 17 times in the league last season. He's out there with Demaku and Stukler today. Only played 20 league matches between them. So a big opportunity for them, and against a quality side. They're quite astute in midfield. He's at TSC. That's a free kick there, seen by the linesman. And that'll go the way of the Serbian side. I'll take this quickly and launch long. Here's Schneck. Down the channel. Good looking ball. Taken forward by Omega. Out comes the goalkeeper. play back once again to Ilic. Of course, his namesake is in the squad. He's an outfield player. There's another Ilic there. Now, good sliding defense from Goran Stankovic. First touch play, Janša getting involved. Mega peeling off over that side as well. Allowed Boving to push up on this central left side of midfield. TSC coming down a hopeful, ambitious ball. And they've actually won the throw. Ruled to have come off Wuthrish. FK TSC, runners-up of the Serbian Superliga, having qualified for their third qualifying round of Champions League. First time in the club's 110-year history. Of course, Red Star winning the Serbian League for the 9th time. TSC has still never won it, but finished second, 12 points clear of nearby Vojvodina. Out comes Maric. Superliga made up of 16 clubs. 2 are relegated. Just for those of you who don't know at home, they play their football at the TSC Arena, completed just a couple of seasons ago. Holds only 4,500 spectators, the TSC Arena. There's only 15,000 inhabitants of the town itself, Bačka Topola. They have this throw. Decent area in the attacking thirds. Be taken by Milos Zvetkovic. Now try and switch play. They've done it quite rapidly to get over there. Well, here's a mega and a little bit of space. Just for a moment, it was a one-on-one foot race. That's something that TSC have to beware of as the game goes on. Approaching that half-an-hour mark, but we've had the drinks break, so the players should be fully recharged. Some of the players that you would know that are former Bačka Topola players are Dusan Tadic of Ajax. He was born there, same with Nikola Zigic. He's from there and played his first 3 professional years in the lower leagues for FK TSC. Scored 68 times in just 76 games before going to greater heights at Red Star Belgrade, Valencia, Birmingham City. Challenge there from Samuel Stukler. 2 sub-appearances for him in the past 3 seasons. So this is the occasion. See if he can impress Mr. Ilza. 26 games for Sturm's second side in 2022-23. Short throw. And again, it'll be an SKSturm throw-in. An advanced area of the pitch. Again, the only option is short, and a couple of short passes to Boots. Taken away, Pantovic. Some territory gained. Obviously, a quite tilted midfield there. Christian Ilza opting for most of the SKSturm players to get over on that right side. That's leaving so much space here if TSC want to switch play. They have swept their way over. Good shift there, good reaction from the likes of David Schneck. There's a hop, skip and a jump and a through ball. Jovanovic offside. And again, that's one back. Both sides are giving it away in dangerous areas. Short ball, put through, behind the byline though. You wouldn't want to run full pace back there. The fear of coming off the training pitch and into the sideboard. Another chance for Luka Maric. There's a nice close-up for you. And for Affengruber. Here we go. That's a lovely layoff, and here come SKSturm coming forward, allowed to run. Jasner over there. Oh, it was a ball in from Burving. Good sliding challenge. Looks like it's another corner. It's got to be up there around 7 corners now. From my counting, might be 1 or 2 off, but it's been so many with just half an hour gone. So Burving and Demaku just outside the area. Almost a vertical line in front of Burving on the tilt there. Defenders are up. This will be the right-footed delivery this time. Slight delay. And that is the default way to defend a corner. For the kids at home, everyone's standing on the 6-yard line there for TSC. Now the delivery comes. Good curl on it. Curling away from goal as you'd expect. And now Burving will hit this. Oh, that's a wonderful save. Wonderful strike though. Another half a chance and nearly diverted into the goal, offside in any case. Just a glimpse of what William Burving is capable of there. It's twice in this game that he has tested this goalkeeper. It is he, along with Emega, that has brought the best out of Veljko Ilić. Shoulder-to-shoulder stuff there, taking no prisoners. Emmanuel Emega there, the Dutchman, using some height and physicality. Lovely to see in the pre-season. Tenacious former Antwerp player, Sparta Rotterdam youth. 3 goals in the Eredivisie before leaving Lask and Rapid Vienna. Austria Vienna as well. He's scored some goals against last season, scored 9 of them. Of the players out there, it is Emega with the most goals. Horvat with 4. See if we can get Demaku on the ball a little more, the 23-year-olds. Just 3 appearances last season before he was loaned out. Kosovar descent. Here comes Burving. Let's give the short pass. Stukler now. Good cross. Just outside the area and probing. Here's Schnegg off the outside of the boots. Some confusion. In the end, that can't be ruled a back pass or a miss-hit. Went straight up in the air from Josip Kalosic for Ilić. Possibly the busiest player on the pitch this game. A deft delivery, distributing downfield. A little more time on the ball over there on the left side of defense, and quick passing opens up space. This is Milos Zvetkovic. Back to his defenders. Still 0-0 at the Messendorf. Here's Wuthrich. Quite deep in their defensive third now. Good press here. Mainly zonal, a little bit of man marking as well from FKTSC. They are forcing the SKSturm players to make quick decisions. But this is exactly how the season is going to go. If you want to push for a title and take on the might of RB Salzburg, then this is the way to do it. Bring in other sides that are right up there in terms of Champions League qualification. In fact, the next matches, well, for TSC, it's Kisvara at home For SKSturm, it is Partizan Belgrade, then Aris Limassol and Galatasaray. Now they're all involved in Champions League qualification, second and third rounds. And SKSturm could end up playing one of those sides, and even a possibility of facing FKTSC. So far, Sturm has only conceded once in pre-season, scored 12 in the 3 previous games. Clean sheets, of course, is a huge bonus. Always good for confidence. I'll take this throw. Goran Stankovic, early clearance. And that ball's coming back. And was that a foul throw? It's going the other way for FKTSC. Not too many options there because the Sturm players have done well just to dry up the free space. All the way back, concede 40, 50 meters and start it all over again for Bačka Topola. They put those zonal kind of mid-block to high block for SKSturm. They love a right-sided tilt in this first half. Well, that was brave from the keeper. Threaded that through a crowd. Found his man, though. It's well done from Schnegg, who came out of position. Now an early ball. That might sit. Keeper's off his line, though. Ball's too wide. Acute angle. Will be some kind of a wonder goal from there for Emega. Now Janša needs to get central. Curling ball in. It'll sit out for Schnegg. He'll deliver. Players go down like bowling pins. A couple of groans, not just from the touchlines, but also on the pitch. Now, hopefully, this isn't a serious injury. It might have been a loose arm or a head clash. This is the replay. Schnegg, his ball into the back. Well, there was a collision there, right at the back post. There was a push in the back. And then you can see there, Demaka was pushed into the TSC defender. Played 64 times for Austria Vienna. Former Austria Klagenfurt player as well. Loaned out last campaign. And just another little opportunity here to have a swig on something, guys. 39th minute. You'd have to say that SKSturm have had the better of this game. TSC have looked quite skillful through the narrow areas of the pitch, right down the middle. And on that one occasion, they created that one-on-one chance, but a beautiful save from Luka Maric. Saved that day. And, of course, spared SKSturm's blushes to go behind. These two sides did meet back in January in a friendly. 4 goals in that game, just the one for SKSturm. You do the math at home. TSC promoted to the Serbian Superliga for the first time only 4 years ago. What a rise. Go up against the likes of Partizan and Red Star Belgrade. Knocked out in the Serbian Cup by Red Star. Of course, we all know what happened in the OFB Cup. You are watching the reigning incumbent champion, SKSturm. Beautiful results over Rapid Wien. 5 minutes to go until the break. 11-team sports, pre-season friendly. 2 in 1 day, and we will have another couple for you at the end of this coming week. And that will be those 2 games against Partizan Belgrade and Aris Limassol. That's given away. Goran Stankovic has given that away, and that's a opening goal for FKTSC. It was an error at the back, and it was well tucked away. That is the first goal in TSC colours for Milos Pantovic. 20-year-old up forward, picked off the loose ball and wonderfully whipped in from the edge of the box. Right-footed strike, down low. Luka Maric trying his level best to get there. It is SKSturm 0, Bačka Topola 1. Schnegg, a pass to himself. That was lovely to watch. The acceleration as well. Might be just the spark that SKSturm need before the break. See if they can get the leveler. It's just the second goal they've conceded in the 4 preseason friendlies now. Here's Schnegg again. Had to contend with. Wants to take the assault to the TSC backline. Go with a long throw in towards Omega, who got there first. Scrambled away. Back there is Affengruber. Maric had made that one save earlier in the game. Big save. And you'd have to say the scoreline might just be a little unfair considering the chances that SKSturm have had at the other end. William Burving with a couple. And with Omega just a couple of minutes into this game. So many set pieces from corners. The referee wants that retaken. The game's rulebook ever growing. It's all about where the goalkeeper's standing, where his support players are, where the opposing pressing players on the defensive team are as well. And again, the tilt is on that right side. Can Omega get there? It's picked off. It's well done by Milos Savojevic. Now Zvetinovic back. The goalkeeper will have to go long. Gets that high. A little over the heads of Pantovic, the goal scorer. Now Schnegg, some pressure coming. Well, that was well done by David Schnegg. Soaked up the pressure, gave it back to the goalkeeper. Now they can start all over again. This is the area where Goran Stankovic gave the ball away. That led to TSC's goal. So it's just about awareness, but it's also about how eager the opposition is to impress. And Milos Pantovic is a new signing. And he was just waiting in that area where so many defensive midfielders would distribute play. Brought it down, had the shot, beat Luka Maric. Here's Wuthrich. Vertical pass, right down the corridor. Now the spread is square. 30 seconds to go. More than likely won't have too much in the way of stoppages. He's the captain. Looking for something, looking for an outlet. Goes high. And once again, it'll be some good defending from Stojic. Now bear in mind, we have had a couple of delays, drink breaks, but that might not matter here. TSC looking to round this half off. and keep their lead. Long ball comes. Referee nearly going to the whistle. And finally, it is half-time here at the Messendorf Training Centre. Well, it was a late goal in that half for FKTSC through Milos Pantovic. But all in all, a good performance by Sturm Graz. These two sides both qualifying for the third round of the Champions League playoffs. And this is a hit out and an elevation in quality compared to, no disrespect to the other opponents in the pre-season. But it is the side of Zakot Lazatic that maintains this lead. We will have the second half for you in about 10 or 12 minutes' time. Might also have a replay for the goal. Looks as though these are the highlights. So this was the early chance, and that was a lovely save. Luka Maric showing us that he's got good judgment, made himself big, and there was an attempt there from outside the box for SKSturm. Here's one from Berving. Coming in, that inverted run, that right footer's love off the left wing. Always going at the far post as well. Berving had a couple of attempts. Here's the second one. This one from a little further out, and that was punched away by Veljko Ilic. Good reaction time, a reaction save. And this was the goal. Milos Pantovic striking a few minutes before the break. And that gives us the lead here at the Messendorf. It is SKSturm Graz 0, FKTSC Bačka Topola 1. And we'll be back with the second half for you in about 10 minutes' time here on SKSturm.TV. And welcome back to the Messendorf Training Center here in Graz, just a few kilometers away from the Merkur Arena, the home of SKSturm Graz. And today's team that have traveled here is FK-TSC from Bačka Topola. They lead by a goal to nil. That goal coming through their new signing, Milos Pantovic, 5 minutes before the break. But all in all, it's been a decent performance from the home sides. They've had more of the chances in front of goal. William Burbing with a couple of good shots and one just going wide, one saved. Well, by Veljko Ilic, looks like we'll have a couple of changes at the break. It will be the new signing for SKSturm. This is good news as Szymon Wodacik comes in. Coming over from Górnik Zabrze. Szymon Wodacik, welcome to SKSturm. You are here on SKSturm.TV for the second half, getting underway. The home side in the all-white strip. And that is Stuckler, that's just thrown into another substitute at half-time, which is Matteo Bignetti. Go down the far side. A good ball, but a couple of players run into each other. A little bit of a tumble. Stojkovic is one of the players that have come in for TSC at the break. They will ring in some, well, a high number of substitutions. And that is because they have their full squad. It's a luxury on a day like today where SKSturm has deployed half the squad to take on Spartak just in the early kickoff. The game against, was that Bad Blamo against Spartak Trnava. Here's inside ball, Goran Stankovic. That's a lovely pass, space opens up. Just on the edge. It is a case of being on the cusp in terms of goals for Sturm. Decent challenge there from Stuckler. And just a little handshake there from the TSC player. Will have to go through their squad as they've rung in the changes at the half-time break. Just the two for SKSturm, but more importantly, Emega going out of the sides at that half-time break. He had that one chance in just the second minute. The Dutchman makes way for the debutant Szymon Wodacik. This is lovely play. Well, it'll work out here for TSC. That's a good turn. Now the through ball comes. The switch over to the far side. Big effort to keep that in, though. Just unable to. Sweeping move from Bačka Topola there. It's all about staying alert and aware. SKSturm just giving that ball away in a high attacking area, and then all of a sudden the Serbian side were away. And as they say now, teams use the sideline as an extra defender. Nice switch there. The run forward. That also came there from Jakub Janča. Plenty of space here, but an offside call. Milos Pantovic, one of the players that have remained out there for TSC. Scorer of the goal. Almost an effortless shot into the corner. They've been shrewd, quite clever throughout this game, TSC. Showing why they've been such a problem for some of the bigger Serbian sides. And there was only really one target there in the middle. And TSC thought their way through it. Calm from the keeper as well. Well, they've given that away in a very poor area. The shot might come here. And so does the save. William Burbing, his third effort of this game. Only one was slightly off target. This one was on. He has his radar on, has that one goal in the Bundesliga last campaign. Really is taking it to TSC every time he gets within a sniff of goal. Who knows, he might end up with one or two before the end of play here. It's always nice to see some sportsmanship at this stage of the year. In July, summer Saturday evening in Messendorf. 5 minutes gone in the second half now. If you are just joining us on SKSturm.TV, we had a game earlier. Long ball comes in and Ilic blocked that one. Had a good first half, Ilic. Ball back into the hot spot. He's able to keep his feet though. That'll be the advantage that TSC brings into the second half. Some fresh legs. Another diagonal ball, which works out. Back to Ilic. Still has Kalosic in front of him. Played into the next training pitch. Looks as though Petar Stanic, which is another new signing for TSC, is out there. There's a crowd of TSC players to help each other out. That was intelligent play. Now down the middle they come. That's picked off. Here's a chance for SKSturm to get something going. Stuckler back inside. It's Burving once again, and this time he will shoot a goal, and that is stunning. William Burving. It is 1-1 at the Messendorf. SKSturm, they reply. Really was a brilliant finish. You could hear the applause there, and why not? Had to think his way through a crowd of players and then unleash. And I did tell you, William Burving, he'd had 3 attempts before this, and he does end up with a goal before the end of the game. Look at that footwork. The ball sticking to him like glue. Then like a heat-seeking missile, picked up the top corner. Past Veljko Ilic. The teenager finally concedes. Now, can they take the lead with less than 30 seconds after kickoff? There's a challenge that the referee has blown for. Big confidence booster for William Burving. 17 games last season and that goal against Austria Vienna. Led his former side FC Copenhagen to a Danish title. And now has a goal in pre-season. There's been some good goals. 4 earlier this afternoon. That's the 13th for SKSturm in this pre-season. Conceded just the 2. You take that every time that's offered to you. Now a lovely build-up on the left side. The cross in left a little to be desired, and now that's not a free kick given. Just some good physical defending. Out comes Bignetti, right to the edge of his perimeter. And Christian Ilzer will be pleased and satisfied with the good work from the SKSturm number 15. Stuckler inside, wanted to find Janša, the veteran, 34 years old. Starting today with Emega, who was 14 years his junior. Vignetti's had an easy 9 minutes so far in the second half. Of course, there's been other new signings for the club. Not just Vignetti from Eintracht Frankfurt, but also Kjell Scherpen from Brighton, another goalkeeper who played earlier against Spartak Trnava. Free kick given away by TSC here. A big shove into the back. That's on Tommy Horvath, who went to ground. Also, Javi Serrano's joined the club from Atletico Madrid on loan. Played earlier against the Slovakian side as well. And we've just seen Šimon Voracek making his club debut, technically. Getting his first minutes in an SKSturm shirt, wearing the number 9. So keep your eye out for him. TSC spreading play. An ambitious switch comes off, pinpoints. A good shepherding there, and Vignetti will have a goal kick. Just going through the whiteboard, instructions for some of these Bačka Topola players. Wouldn't have liked conceding so early in the second half, but it's not entirely about results at this stage of the preseason. Some big games coming. Partizan Belgrade. That'll be played here at the Messendorf. It'll be next Friday at 3 p.m. And that move comes to nothing for SKSturm, but they are showing initiative. Since the restart, it's been TSC with the fresh legs, but SKSturm with the fresh ideas. And of course, William Burving with a wonderfully fresh top corner goal to entertain those in attendance. Brought down, play distributed out to the left for TSC. And a big switch going from side to side. Not shy to do that. Nice switch from Petrovic. Now Jovanovic. Can't get past the first man, which is David Schnegg. Sasha Jovanovic, the Serbian Superliga player of last season. 10 goals in 34 games. Played in La Liga with Deportivo La Coruña. Calmly done. Played out to the only outlet there. TSC looking for some space on that far side. It's what the Brazilians call relationist football, when you keep going down the crowded areas of the pitch, as opposed to keeping your positional kind of Pep Guardiola kind of football. And try and keep everyone in their grids. And this is that part of the season where coaches love to tinker with their tactics. There's another big game coming up. 7 p.m. CET on the 18th. That's at the Merkur Arena. That's against Galatasaray. We'll all remember Fatih Terim and Hakan Şükür, legends of the game of football itself. Former Galatasaray pair led them to glory. That's coming up on SKSturm.TV. Cross comes to nothing there, but picked up by Guthrish. As I said before, we played some football in Australia with the Perth. There are 3 Australians that have formerly played with SKSturm. Horvath can't keep that from going out. That'll be a goal kick for TSC. I do love to talk about Australian players for SKSturm because that's where I hail from. Joe Spiteri was there in the 90s and won himself a Bundesliga quite gloriously. Seven goals for Spiteri, for those of you who will remember, those of you old enough. And here we are with Sturm looking for another goal. Such a crowded area in the half space, and TSC have done their level best to get rid of that ball. It's well done by Goran Stankovic, and he'll lose out there. What's the referee decided there? Did he want the throw taken back a couple of yards? Real sense of relief because Goran Stankovic, the ball obviously came out off the Sturm captain, and TSC were looking for the quick throw, and they had acres of space to run into. An hour gone now. It's 1-1 here at the Messendorf. Sturm against TSC of Serbia. Just to make life difficult for the commentator, almost everyone off the sideline is coming on. So do bear with me, as I will do my best to look at the squad numbers. It might just simply be a drinks delay as well. Could be a double whammy. Off comes Jovanovic, and that's one thing for certain there that I can rule out. Long throw. They'll have another one here. Looks as though Lazar Micic and Šošbenče are on. Now the square ball. TSC looking to take advantage of the full tank of petrol now. With all those changes, they will have maximum energy to see out the last half an hour. Something that their coach, Zlatko Lazatic, has obviously planned. 63 competitive games with TSC, 34 wins, 14 draws and 15 losses for a 54% win ratio. And he won Coach of the Month this time last year in July in the Serbian Superliga. Was a season where TSC scored more than 3 goals in 9 different domestic games last season. Banjac and Michevski, Jovanovic, Rakov and Petrovic all won players of the round, or match day player of the round, I guess you would call it. Their signings this season: Pantovic, Stanic, Simic, Kubialic and Vlalukin are there, with Micic and Čikovic rounding out the signings. They did let go of Petar Rakov for 5 million, and we all know where he went, to Salzburg. Vukic also, with Filipovic and Stanoljovic all departing. Now some space here. SKSturm looking to penetrate from the right wing. They'll win a throw for their good work. Stuckler to take. Quick, accurate throw was needed and achieved. Now quick passing. Horvath runs into real trouble there. He's back on his feet, the Slovenian. This is another throw for SKSturm, 2.0 for Stuckler. Very short throw, decent cross in. Just didn't get the trajectory to get it over the head of the first defender. Now TSC have given that away. There's a chance here on the acute angle. It's gone wide, and Sturm earn themselves another corner, but TSC celebrate that because they had lost their heads in the defensive 18-yard area. And that's diverted away. Given away. Goran Stankovic, almost the creator there with a layoff. So out on the far side. Jančner to take this one. 1 goal last term. It's given away again, quite clumsily. This time it's gone wide, directly off an SKSturm boot. Goran Stankovic is commanding that space in midfield now. It was his pass that went to Pantovic for the opening goal of the game. But recovered quite well. Magnificent finish from Böbing to level proceedings here at the Messendorf. There's also a chance here for Ilse to make his players play large portions of the game with 2 friendlies in a day. He just joined us earlier today. It was a 4-0 win over Spartak Trnava of Slovakia. Goals from Zakaria, Ketiashvili, Katibegovic and Čekžera. Ball contested hotly there. Out to the left, Schnegg needs to hurry up with the pass. He found his man though. Settled down back to Vignetti. Playing as the extra man in defence. Long clearance is good. Over the head of Janša, but now it'll be picked up. But well, there's a desperate tackle there. Right in the middle. Just saved the day for TSC. Otherwise, it was an easy run forward for Sturm. Now Stanic lays that off. They cut to the left side. That'll come off Stukler. TSC throw. The first pre-season friendly was against TSV Kirchberg. 5-1 win for Sturm. Damaku with a double. Fuzaini, also Affengruber on the score sheet. Bit of poor play there. That'll be an SKSturm goal kick. Just a heavy touch there. It's all about the progression from this area of the pitch. Got to get this right in pre-season so you can carry it out throughout the first couple of rounds. Not just of the Bundesliga, but also the ÖFB Cup, the first round away at SAK Klagenfurt on the 22nd of July. This is Vignetti now. Under pressure, was able to pull off the pass. Went out to the left, the long ball came, but it's gone directly out. Might be time for another drink. Halfway through the second half here at the Messendorf. It is 1-1 between Sturm Graz and TSC Bačka Topola. Might be an opportunity to tell you a little bit more about this Serbian club. At least about their coach, who is on a real mission to take them into, or progress at least a little further into the Champions League. He's 41, took that job a couple of seasons ago in 2021 after coaching Metalak and Teleoptic. Actually scored 80 goals in Serbian football with Belgrade and Bezanja, Partizan, and he also won the Superliga there in 2007-8. So he's one of those coaches that have played the game, then come in, they've done all the coaching levels, and they are here to offer something to young up-and-coming players. And this Serbian side are full of youngsters, just like SKSturm. So far, he's got that 54% winning percentage. It's quite similar to Christian Ilze's 53%. It was actually Lazatic's former coach, Zoltan Jabo, who led the side through the Europa League first qualifying rounds. A win over Petra Kub Hinchesti of Moldova in 2020 before bowing out on penalties to CSB, the old Star Bucharest of Romania. And his assistant coach, Drazen Bolic, here today was a former defender also of Partizan Belgrade, just like Zako Lazatic, the side of the 90s that won 2 Superliga titles. But he's 10 years Lazatic's senior. Played most of his career in Italy, Salernitana, Ancona, Vicenza, capped 7 times by Serbia. Top scorers for TSC last season was Nenad Lukic. So Siladi, Zec, Vukic, Dakovac, Jovanovic, they're all big contributors to the cause for TSC. Now here's Stickler. Janša just went the wrong way there to offer some pressure. Goran Stankovic against 2. Does well, had his shirt pulled, and the referee was right on hand, right at the right spot to see that foul. Perpetrator was Alexander Chikovic, another substitute. This will be Jakub Janša. He's had 2 seasons of 14-goal hauls in his career. One with RB Salzburg and the other with Sturm a couple of seasons ago. Good defensive header. Decent delivery. Had really good height and direction on that. Obviously a set play that Ilse wants them to work on from that area of the pitch when the fouls are given away in the center of the field. 35, 40 yards out, 20 minutes to go, 1-1. Looks as though Christian Ilse will bring in a couple more substitutions. Stickler going off. So in comes a couple more reinforcements. Here's Bignetti. Foul given away there. Got the number 2 out there, which is Vesel Demaku. It is Luchka for Stickler and Gogic for Janša. Those substitutions just to confirm. So the last kick of the game for Janša was that free kick. So an opportunity here for Gogic and also the youngster Luka. Another free kick given away, right in the center again. Been a brilliant game from Tommy Horvath, especially in the first half an hour. Corner kick after corner kick. There's Wuthrich. Central ball, then on the turn, took 2 TSC players away, then another switch. That's well kept in. A piece of good defending as well. Good play all round there from both sides. Big clearance, that one. It's kept in quite spectacularly there. Now they spread the play over to the right side. Edge of the box, into the half space. That'll be squared up and left to run. Good vision there. Then it's plucked away. Half a chance here for TSC. Shot comes. Nothing of it though. Pressure arrived just at the nick of time there. Just over a quarter of an hour to go. Really tidy ball movement there, apart from the last hit there. Coming out from the pressure area into that build-up. Looked really nice from SKSturm. With those fluid movements, it's all about keeping the ball in play, finding the man as he progressed down the pitch. It's all about putting the ball in front of the man that's running on. The initial player was offside. That'll be trapped nicely. Came again into that dangerous half space. Good defending. A spell of possession here for the Serbian side. Was that a handball? Tommy Horvat is quite tenacious there. SKSturm have the free. It's a foul by Sturm. So Horvat once again will take this one. Before that, we saw Jancha taking them before he was substituted out of the game. Two arms go up, plenty on the edge of the penalty area. To a good spot where there were three Sturm players awaiting. Referee's seen some contact there. Two TSC defenders go down. And one of those is Arandel Stojkovic. Near side throw, taken short. Well, that's well done by TSC. Well held up though, didn't have enough support inbounds. The switch comes, we've seen this for most of the afternoon. On that right side. Now out of the back. Bačka Topola, long ball. No one at home except for Affengruber. Answer the door, then shut it down. He's Vignetti. First time pass. Demaku. Vignetti again out to the left side of defense. Swift ball movement is what's required. First line of defense for TSC, just holding up, just delaying SKSturm, but now they advance. The final pass was picked off. to the right side. Chance for the new signing. Got the ball in to the hot spot. Vodacek. Now there's a player down who wants some attention. Shot will come. It goes high and wide. This is the player down, and one of his shoelaces has come undone. Just a collision there. Stanic was taken down, and of course you always want to point to the ball. Got the ball first, sir. Just over 10 minutes to go. Still 1-1, evenly poised. No doubt both of these sides want to get the what could be the final goal. There's Gregory Ruthrish, who's had his evening cut short by 10 minutes. Good touch for Goran Stankovic. Down the channel. A little bit of space here. Needs to open up. SKSturm into the box. The shot might follow. There was a heavy touch that was closed down. Ball whipped in again. And that looks as though it's been put out behind. The height of Vodacek is what SKSturm want to search for. So from this near side, another corner kick. Three Sturm players quite close to the goalkeeper. That's where it goes in. That was the angle. Headed away to safety. Horvat loops that ball in. Went away from Vodacek and straight to the goalkeeper. Now a big punt downfield. That's gone all of 70 meters, you'd think. That was a measured run forwards. Now settled down by TSC. That substitution for Ruthrish is Sorg, wearing the number 16. Now Horvat. That ball's come off the Slovenian and gone behind for a goal kick. So we're now playing with Vodacek and Gurgic up forwards. So it looks as though Christian Ilds has switched to a three-man backline for the remainder of this game. To test these formational changes out in the pre-season friendlies. Now Stanic spreads play for TSC. Might be Schnegg who's jumped into that centre-back role with Ruthrish going out of the game. It's the right side. Now to the left and down the middle was a hopeful ball. It's cleaned up nicely by TSC. Simple play in vertical lines there into the half space. Good sliding challenge. David Schnegg, who's been tireless all day. Bit of aerial ping pong down in that corner. It'll be a Bačka Topola throw. Immediately taken. Looking to persevere. Linesman flag goes up. Good chance here for SKSturm to practice a little bit of a defensive set piece. Haven't seen too many of these for TSC today. all about organization. It takes something fabulous from this set piece, you'd think, for the Serbian side to retake the leads. In it comes. Oh, it's a decent effort. Header backwards. Doesn't sit quite for TSC to launch in at Vignetti's goal. Now that's taken 2 touches there, I think. Demaku was there. Taken by the new signing, Petar Stanic. Much too heavy, that delivery. It's a disappointing finish for TSC fans who've joined the broadcast here on SKSturm.TV. Thank you for joining wherever you are around the world. We've got a couple more games coming towards the end of this up-and-coming week. Partizan Belgrade and Aris Limassol. And then Galatasaray on the 18th. All friendly games are live on this channel. Now a long ball, straight down the middle. Settled down, it's bounced fortuitously. Still there, half a chance in the back heel. Somehow, TSC player thought it was better to go with the back heel than perhaps lay that off for a teammate, looking for the spectacular. Vignetti, not quite flat-footed, but no one can predict where a back heel's ever going to go. Corner taken, now comes back in low, skids away, but high enough for Vignetti to claim. Quick throw is good. Away comes Sturm. Now up forward waiting was Gergic. Ball didn't quite reach it. Just need some continuity now in these final minutes for SKSturm. Again, the vertical pass attempted. Straight into the back there. An easy foul for the referee to call against David Affengruber. I've seen the high press come there. A little bit of pressure never hurts. Now Bačka Topola back into the attacking half. I think they would claim a 1-1 draw was a good outcome. Taking a lead through their new signing, Pantovic. Was an opportunist goal. He did well to claim a pass that conveniently went his way. He brought it down and made the most of his chance. Had to finish with an accurate shot into the bottom corner. Beat the keeper in the first half, Luka Maric. That was a few minutes before half-time. Straight after half-time, we saw the leveller. It was William Burving. Well, having to slalom his way through a couple of SKSturm players. They've retrieved the ball, though. Overload on that far side. Comes in at the near post, and the finish comes. And it is SKSturm 2, TSC 1, and a debut goal in Sturm colours. Simon Voracek with the goal. A tidy, tidy finish. And it all started from retrieving on that far side. Had to thread that ball through. Burving with a goal, now an assist for his new partner, his new teammate, Simon Voracek, joining this week. Looking good in his first ever appearance. So a happy ending here SKSturm looking to maintain a 100% winning record in the pre-season friendlies. And I was just saying that TSC would be happy with a 1-1 draw. Doesn't look like they're going to take away a result here, because that goal's come very late in this game. Lovely script for those that have made the decision to join us at the Messendorf Training Center. Something for Christian Ilzer to use, of course, to bring some enthusiasm in the locker room after the game. Late chance here. Brought down. Is there a late shot? Well, there'll be a late free kick, that's for sure. There was the spin, the pirouette turn there. That's one TSC. A free kick from about, you'd say, 25 yards, maybe a little more. Straight in front of goal. Sometimes that can work against you from this distance. So it's all about seeing out this game, claiming another win for SKSturm. Late free kick here. It's taken straight into the wall, though. A disappointing end for TSC, but a double fist pump for SKSturm, who claim the double win. It is a super Saturday for SKSturm Graz. They defeated TSC Bačka Topola here by the scoreline of 2-1, 2 second-half goals. Got the deal done, and that rounds off a superb day. A superb Saturday, you could call it, with that 4-0 win over Spartak Trnava. We've got 2 more friendlies coming for you in the next week or so. Partizan Belgrade and Aris Limassol. They will be live, streamed here on SKSturm.TV. Pleasure bringing you this one. Decent spectacle, considering it's a pre-season friendly. But the Serbian side, they took the lead a few minutes before the break. Luka Maric, the goalkeeper, to suffer the concession of that goal. But Christian Ilzer here, he will be supremely satisfied. That's the goal, the opening one from TSC through Pantovic, a new signing for them. So some positive factors despite the results. It's not all about the win. But Pantovic made sure that TSC fans were going to remember his name. Berving with a stunning effort today. It's a right-footed effort there. But this was the goal. He had to weave in and out and then unleash with a wicked left footer. Look at that, the way he got through 3 or 4. Really did pick his spot. Sometimes it looks like they're looking down at the ground, but they know exactly where that ball's going to go. And when he watches that replay, he will agree with me, I can assure you. But SKSturm eventually got the winner, the new signing, Simon Voracek, the number 9. Superb finish. They're not always that easy. He made it look extremely easy. Beautifully taken. And that is what it's all about. William Berving with a goal and an assist. Ilzer and Lazatic just shaking hands at the end of the match. Lovely sportsmanship. Thank you for joining on SKSturm.TV. My name's David Farini, your match day commentator. It was an absolute pleasure, and we look forward to the upcoming friendlies. Be sure to check out the website and the channel during the week. We'll leave it there here on SKSturm.TV. It ends SKSturm Graz 2, FK TSC Bačka Topola 1.